Agradaa one where me expose you because a failure will buni panacho. It cannot continue like that.
Honorable, you see one here, one party, then just a woman of caution rather.
Sir, me be your was me dika catch because me manati as you say, and come on me di yen, I mean, ye be that, but that day I did it. And until I mean, person me show. But I want Agradaa to know, say, that day, you record on. And someone Agradaa kanye, me o, Kenneth o, Safu a kwanya o faso, a yen juma. Ada na Ghana for mo pesika, kwam bonisu pesika sa. Agradaa kachere yemi nsase.
I'm coming from like a black media. I was a critical. Nina se me no kasa sisi no Canada hena complex ko Agyapong abusia wa jump into the case of Agradaa abusia di entra nina ne se Canada Agyapong se wo evidence bebree against maami Agradaa and kai national so say Agradaa kokodem no na nsem bebree bi ba bonti ansam na everybody na tia wotwam no kire say enkrofo bebree wo evidence o mbesade evidence no asa kokot asenyame amfefi kurampo na sa evidence no at the end of the day no ebetimi akoso problem asa de ma Agradaa even 15 years no senyame amemo a ebetimi atwa na me no kasa sisi no papa bibia kredi wa na kompleko Agyapong de nsimbi ababonte na sansen we nsimbi abusia abadadada mbra na Agradaa sika gare no enumu na wo besachirae no na saa nsem we si epijae na ne nim si akwakoda nanso sesei entia eba ne se asem no sa pija yenim ne okoka papa Kennedy Agyapong amade na sa trigger sa abusia ensem bebre ewo honoma ene papa Kennedy Agyapong aka ene nkrofo bi nso dia wo makeka no abusia emu awremu pa na no ene nkrofo bebre bisa sesei ene koba dia na chese Agradaa ye baby yino anasa sei abusia ensam ne doso ampeso kama onye kwaji nchimni afofuru bi a yaka bum e da fa be si ho besisi
Agradaa one where me expose you because a failure will buni panacho. It cannot continue like that.
Honorable, you see one here, one party, then just a woman of caution rather.
Sir, me be your was me dika catch because me manati as you say, and come on me di yen, I mean, ye be that, but that day I did it. And until I mean, person me show. But I want Agradaa to know, say, that day, you record on. And someone Agradaa kanye, me o, Kenneth o, Safu o, a kwanya o faso, a yen juma. Ada na Ghana for mo pesika kwam bonisu pesika sa Agradaa kachere yemi nsase anyesi ayi bosum bia no wo wono no oton broni wawu na oje abosom ne asofofo odi mo die ni ye mo amukọ kotua sika akwa na odi envelope ayi bag ne ko nyina no oboa oni na hwehwe ko Agradaa no muton kachere me Safo any Kenneth me ba Kenneth say onu de anukure ni oni bosom bia wo wadru a wodi ma obi o but oyusu na dwene these are a worse ado baba ba gi achi bia bebo video no ko ade a menye bi da no but that day I say mami we obefiri abeko no obeka bibi different ndi e record no na si fridge ne so oni mo we recorded you or I'll bring it out. Maame no catch the say. Oni adrobia no. Akomfo any asofofo na man bo fom. Wo ton broni wawu kantamanto. Ojiji se nneoma ni di e na obo fom no ko ware okomfo bi. Na komfo ne ko Burkina. Lom ko Burkina no. Okomfo no a ono ni kun no ne ko ye no. E ka kire se anese wo yiri kura betumi aye adwuma yi. Eno ho no ofiri o se na ne kunu komfo no ye votarian whatever and odi kosua ya ene ono so ebu nkofo bibia nim Ghana fo akwa no a o show no say ase wo so ne nsa wodi sika gu botom nyina no enye no kre according to ono ankasa Agradaa also o yusu na dwen and the beating nkofo and again why me show video no and he say o promise me say ono ankasa wakoto asori dan o pese osunu nyame in the end of 2020 onye biem. And she is constantly doing it, deceiving people in this country. I cannot do a disservice to this nation. And the Ojibachinya me show, and someone or country yen nina ewo. We recorded him that day because nam in pese obekona ochina obeba beka be different. Oboya nhoba se onye biem na okono. She insulted my intelligence, meaning ono discussion envelope ma safuse on famrem you know hey asam na ko fa be papa we na wu Agradaa ska wo ska che me a wu be ma me envelope na boys no cram fancy mani samu che didi I don't know but me I'm not like that but afenia aircon a doors we are deceiving our own people. Na mo asuma sorry mo copy double your money mo ye lazy you have a horrible attitude who feels a manna will come from heaven na wo koye no Agradaa timi e physical e yesika ma wunya bia nka sa tokro mu na ko wura are you not smart you are dumb to go in there. Sa ukoye sa de we o hwe nipa dodo a asalai e kope o se ya president gari sika gari chese betu udi na itu Lord bless you what we yesu man your mindset easy money Ghana we need to change but I think say yentimi enkase we are in government and we are not going to do anything about it. The government has to act.
I'm not paying no ombu eyi useko only for you to be called back for some further interrogation and then a course.
Okay. Near the kind mamifa in Tiamo DMA epusi say Tiapo na fe one kasani on my hand producer Dominic. Na it is for me fan Tiamo DMA Yura Alaji Dr. Mahamadou Baumia NTBD MPP next flag bearer Wasambedi Mampenyi and after MPP for Penny Fonina near woman is a binim officer narrative Thursday yeah open your woman say last week Wednesday at home matching ja akokra mapemi baby matokia meda e wo fie be beti prekopa I'm for Bomi Pnumu. I live in a 3-bedroom gated, house with my wife and kids. Now, said I no move around 3 a.m. thereabouts. In fact, so I decided to pay attention to the voices before I was going to open to see who they were. Then I heard one of them say, "Police is here. Open, police is here." So if you are police, then allow me to speak with my lawyers and then I can open you so that whatever I will be on. In fact, before I could say Jack, these people had broken into my room. In fact, almost into my kitchen door, and almost breaking because I know your wooden door. Unlike the front gate, I know your metallic, they broke through the kitchen side and possibly entered, destroying most valuables like the pictures that have come out attest to. And I bar my bedroom. In fact, when they came into my bedroom, I was just like men would normally do in a short liquor, because you are not expecting anything like that. Then they came to whisk me away with 2 V8 blaring sirens all over. I'm talking about 8 fully armed men So I was just asking. So,
now at the time, now say about saying 3 a.m.
In fact, it was around me checking time. You know, the processing started around 3:45 thereabout, but the time they took me around was around 4:15.
Okay.
And finally, and the National Signals Bureau, more officer Wallaboni, and they put me in the guard room, detained me over there for about 4 to 5 hours. Then later on, they came to whisk me to the police CID headquarters. So it was at the CID headquarters and almost started interrogations. By then, so graciously, now my lawyers no be abedu on party for penny for fact. My idea, papa. And I mean, so na me body I na me jebinti. At the appropriate time, measure that body. The lawyers even be on police. Call by. Before me who you not just about prepare charge sheet. You did me put in a court. That was on Wednesday. You did me call court and you reading me plea to me. Then I pleaded not guilty. So the lawyers asked for bail, and the court graciously granted me a bail with a sum of 50,000 Ghana cedis, 2 sureties, and then 1 salaried government worker. And so by that time, now above was something to 5 o'clock thereabout. So part in Pennyphone lawyers were pushing say, okay, register to me Abuana Kayaye. In fact, Niomuka here Kusi and say court upon until they cannot execute the bill. No, it was a Omodimi Kotum. Then they whisked me from court premises, blaring siren, about 5 cars. Obi, in fact, just area who assisted me a hardened criminal beer. Misubi Ma Ghana has said that. Now, if indeed you are calling me as a suspect to come and assist you with investigations, you don't treat me like this. Now, blaring siren, I trap home, giddy. And I call police central, Greater Accra, police Accra Central.
Yes.
And you call the TV me wohono. Addiction here Thursday. My lawyers in 4 years and come executive bail. No, my excuses are amaso. Friday, almost some excuses. I tell you, I am so obvious. They were now using the bail condition to victimize or to intimidate or to punish me. I mean, for want of better words, that's how I would describe the whole system. Because the court among me bail, I cannot understand why execution will now be a barrier. Because as far as I'm concerned, if court grants you bail, now the execution is not carried out, you are still in detention, and that is exactly what happened. I'm a madam since Wednesday night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, and I'm Saturday. They were one, Sunday, ever with me, and the member police on the court. Say, and then the registrar no around it. You say, yes, the bill condition. See, you call and also up and down. Finally, then we were able to execute. Just when we were about to finish, then they told me, the police officers told me that I am wanted at the CID headquarters again by the authorities over there. And I didn't, resist. By my nature, I wouldn't say I'm a responsible citizen. So I obliged, and then we went back to police CID headquarters. It was there that I was told that a matter which happened in 2020 has now been resurrected by the complainant against me. In fact, it's a matter which at this stage, is quite delicate, and I wouldn't want to go into it too much. But back and forth on this matter, and then finally my lawyers and then the party officers we were able to find a compromise, and then I got my freedom. It's obisa ya binia ni tintini ketie mu no sana akoso ebi akomani papa
yeah we dey meet me hu
say Ghana ha say obi a wa follow me on social media na me activism ni nyina be die atomu say me no obi a me ho ya homte, and I am not vile, I am not dangerous, I am not a criminal, I am just an activist. You may not like me for my activism, but that does not give you the right to intimidate me and to take away my freedom. For Christ's sake, I am a responsible citizen of the land. and therefore my rights must also be protected and respected.
Inti ene die no said ya wo kan the complainant no who is the complainant ene die no.
The complainant is Madam Zita Benson, Ghana's High Commissioner to UK.
Oh, to the UK. Oh, okay. Yeah. And about post be away in 2020.
Absolutely. It has to do with the 2020 Facebook publications.
Okay, Inti, I don't know, or your complaints, why any day, what threatened another day?
Well, so, like, I try to avoid that question, but what be sentimental? What actually happened was that in 2020, there were some unpleasant exchanges between Mene High Commissioner. No? Then she wasn't a High Commissioner. Let that be on record.
Okay.
And she me file me complaint was cyber unit at the time. And also file the complaint was East Legon police station at the time. But to be frank with you, I didn't change the matter and neither did she. So this matter came to me as a surprise when I was told this afternoon that like you lawyers would normally say, crime they say has no expiry
date.
So that is what happened.
Oh.
She she literally resurrected a matter that I considered dead. But I mean,
police are granted. Mama bail when on so one.
No. Like I said, that one there was a compromise.
A compromise between very well. In the since Wednesday and Umreno, police cells Ben or Mother Wotoye, Accra Central Wawa.
Yes, I've been in detention on lawful custody, I must call it, at the Accra Central Regional Police Command.
Like cells with other inmates, and
I tell you, that is the ordeal I have gone through, my brother. I have been, my personal liberty, I have been dehumanized. That is how I see the whole thing. Because if a court has given me bail, my brother, I do not expect to be kept in police cells. What I say. But unfortunately, that is what happened. That is what happened.
Wow. And the Siciano, on that particular issue, we can say, Omuba Ufie Ahomacheno. Did they tell you why you are needed at the police station?
No, nobody told me anything. And no one said you are under arrest. In fact, and when you look at the aggressive nature of the people who broke into my room, if may resist anything, they would have assaulted me. So I had to comply with the Omubeken PR just to avoid any idea.
In the Amudu police station, also Amudu call a signals bureau. From signals bureau will be a Musao.
No, signals bureau. The phones. I must stress that my phones. Me akasami use Samsung Ultra 2024 DNB.
Okay.
And I mean, company phone back who been so I mean, side business. Those two smartphones were taken. My wife's and Huawei phone and also was and any main phone by the way, and also was taken. And my kids also have a small phone and also mobile. So and I'm making it 4. And then I had some faulty phones, about 5 phones. They broke into my drawers. Ransacked the room and then added it together with my laptop and then my pen drive. And
have they returned those things to you?
No, none has been given to me. They tell me those things are exhibit, so they are going to use it against me in the court of law.
From the signals bureau, no, and what they will call police headquarters.
Exactly so.
In the Omudu police headquarters, no, what did they tell you? Said they were investigating. No more investigated the idea.
So it was there that they logged into my Facebook account.
Okay.
And then they showed me a video. In the video, you would see some men holding guns and firing up and down. And about some gun to an image of a gun I had posted. To the best of my knowledge, I was drawing the security agencies, none of the country's attention to the growing insecurity in the country. But to them, they claim that it was tantamount to publication of false news with the intention to cause fear and panic. So basically, that was the charge that was preferred against me. Publication of false news with intention to cause fear and panic.
Oh, okay. Okay, based on that video now, we share, you know.
Rightly so.
Did that video na ye wow video unya o baby na o share na say you will be post be na o yeah.
That is a very intelligent question, and you have always proven that you are a smart journalist and a smart lawyer. I am not the originator of that video. Neither am I the first person to have published that video. But, I mean, I don't know how I could be held liable for the circulation of that video, I mean, in question. Especially when the video is not even a fabrication, but something that had actually happened. What am I saying? If I were to be the creator of the video and you are holding me responsible, then perhaps you have a solid case against me, and myself I will concede. But this is the case. A video means to me so just like everybody was taking it. But I mean, this is where we are.
Do you feel, sir, you are being targeted for maybe views in public?
Absolutely. In fact, I won't let you even land with the question. I feel people on the opposite side see me as a strong critic, and for that matter, they are using this to gag me or whatever, or more useful way to silence me or to put some fear in me. Because look, if I have read the police statement just as I came out a few minutes ago, I had a chance of seeing the police statement. And when you look at the police statement, they say I have been arrested in connection with the circulation of a video leading to even the retrieval of some weapons from civilians. But if indeed you people need me to assist with your investigation, do you do this to me? So clearly that cannot be the case. Certainly there is something behind it. And that is how I see the whole thing, my brother. That is how I see the whole thing. Unfortunate as it may be, but that is how I see the whole thing. Especially when the video is all over the place. And you come for me alone. Me say, I had taken my case away from the house like days before. So at the time they came, my wife that saved the day. Because if you look at the trauma of me, I am a man and I can handle it and damn the consequences. What you are saying? But for how if the case were there, how were they going to take this? Even with this, people visit me in the cells, and from their demeanor you could tell, say, I have tried everything possible to cite them, but they will have none of it. And people, they have created a scene in the area. As if say, me a hardened criminal here, I have refused to cooperate with the police, for which reason they had to come and whisk me away with 2 VH. My brother, I feel very, very hurt with what has gone on.
Yeah,
and prosperity.
But when you were sharing that video, did you accompany it with comment, be like wow comment away attached to the video? And if you did, what did you say in those comments? My comment, I cannot quote verbatim, but what I recollect saying was that these were armed men who were moving from Entagon to Nanton. What I say, and the growing insecurity, a worrying trend, and for that matter, I mean, blah blah blah. Authorities must set up that kind of a caption, that kind of caption. No, I don't know. That kind of caption. Wow. And for now, yes, meaning say the state will be in court prosecuting you and all of that. Said but are you also minded to want to bring some suit against the Ghana Police Service for how we move ufie properties or must say, because I've read elsewhere among for you should probably take that course as well. What do you think, sir?
Well, for now, I will leave everything in the hands of the maker. We are all in his hands.
In the maker, I mean, is a uja.
Absolutely. We are all pencils in his hands. The Augaya Bia Nebia and Kai who say Eda wedding a channel. But they are some bit me.
This will surely let you have a rethink about advocacy on social media. Mebua ebia family would pressurize you actually tone down na ukoda mu unkwana na wudem o party ni bia meka ho inti tone down. Would this let you probably do that?
Obi, I have a fighting spirit, but the truth of the matter is that sometimes, dear now, for the sake of humanity, you want to exercise some bit of restraint for the sake of the family. So you have to sometimes allow certain things. And this is not how I wanted to approach the matter upon my release. I tell you, before God and man. But I have looked at it from that angle again. Say, it's not about just me as a person. I mean, Ghana will continue. And now, unfortunate as it may be, people 8 in your accident, but Ghana is moving on. What I say, I alone, I cannot put Ghana to a halt. But sometimes we just have to do some introspection. I mean, I do not harbor any intention, evil intention against anybody or any group or any party or the government. If I am criticizing, I'm criticizing constructively with the aim of changing the narrative for things to be better. After all, democracy, that is how democracy ought to be. It should not degenerate into this kind of things.
Apart from the video, clearly now, video share. There is also the picture of a gun. Uposti and also kase M3 was in the hands of civilians under your honor.
So you see that was in relation with the guns. Now there was a video. So what I say, when you watch that video, so you will see that the image precedes. No, the video precedes the image.
Yes.
Meaning I posted the video before the image. So that was to establish the point. Say guns now, is very worrying. But like I said, this is a subject, so I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
The issue.
I get you. I get you. But there is also the point about you being a heavy critic of the current IGP, and there have been instances, you seek to compare his work to the predecessor. You would agree, sir, maybe a non-sono. Because obi here jumana de bia wo compare it to the predecessor e wo kwan Robbie nipa ni ego kakra. You agree to that?
Obi, I don't know about that, but even say sample net here, assuming without admitting say sanity here eno a crime ana.
Oh no.
Absolutely. What I say, if they are assuming without admitting say sample net here a crime, say me seek to. And you see, like I said, I am a citizen of the land and I am entitled to criticize matters that I consider wrong constructively, provided they say he is overstepping my bounds. But if they say they would have to literally go after everybody. People have said worse things than this, but I mean, I can understand. I will not fault. I mean, people who are jubilating over this, but like the famous philosopher or writer said, when you see people fall, don't laugh, learn. That is what I will have to say at this point. And then I am you or China, not a podi. Oh, we are Fonsa now. I heard ye because any nipansa is sick.
But you earlier made a point, sir. Video na o share and the content of that video no is something that happened. Absolutely. And people have corroborated, and you can do your independent checks
to ascertain the truth or otherwise.
And you told the police that?
I tell you, you know how I am. I will say it as it is.
Very well, very well. Ma yana se na bibiani a yebesan ababidi enkomobio. Why? Because me share ufie ho pictures no. Me hu se na nyoma bia pai egu form na e de
Yeah, so that is my banner.
Okay. And no kitchen
close to yes, because they use the kitchen entrance, no. So omu breaky, you know, a ball banner no me breaky glass na e won enimu no. Inti no na put egu floor and some other items which I'm told, and also I think kettle and some other items and also a breaky or no. So I mean I had to facilitate for somebody to go and replace the door. Can you imagine all of these things? I've gone through a lot, oh my brother. I've gone through a lot. Dealing with the emotional trauma, you are dealing with physical damages, and so on and so forth. Why? Just for Charlie. It's rather unfortunate, God.
Very well. Very well. Ma mena se Obama bibia na yebese di nkomobio. Why? Meda se pa. Enti se Obama pokwase an NPP activist. He's just been released from police cells and motesi and no AD and
Abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kwadan na bia da eda wo su bia no bomode se onimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba e frene se eye sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo su bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo fom bema ye ketwa rabaji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kesi watimi abo adwuma so ache e wo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrem a ye frene se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frene back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet e won ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so be fa numbers ne go screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrem wi a me bomode se me kyerɛ wo ne wo beye